Welcome back to Studio 33 Art by Kay. Today I'm going to be doing a ceramic tile that is 60 centimetres by 30 centimetres, and it's for a table centrepiece, and I've done a few of these now and they're just lovely for putting on the middle of a barbecue table or even a table inside, to put your condiments on, you know, pepper, salt, maybe a bowl of salad, whatever, in the centre of the table. And it's a beautiful piece and looks lovely just as a day-to-day piece in the middle of maybe a coffee table, for instance. So I'm really enjoying doing these, and today I'd like to do one in the autumn or fall colours. I know we're going into our summer now, but I've wanted to do one of these in the oranges and yellows and bronze copper for a while now. So today's the day. I'm going to do a split base where I'm going to use the Eraldo di Paolo light gold, and I'm also going to use the global white. So I'm going to do half and half. Then I'm going to do some blooms, swipe half of them down, so it's got a swipe at the lower half, and just going to slightly embellish them, or modify them is the correct word, I believe. Slightly modify them at the top, and I think it'll turn out very nice, but who knows. So without further ado, I will now lay down my paint. I'll just fast forward this for you, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so now that's laid down. I think my white's a little bit thinner than I normally would do. It was one I had pre-mixed up, and probably would normally go a bit thicker than that for a swipe, but not to worry, I think it'll be fine. So I'm just now going to use my heat embossing tool just to blow out any bubbles. Now the centre line doesn't need to be perfect, and I've actually got it coming a little bit further down than halfway. So now I'm just going to lay down the colours. I've got a lovely range here of from bright yellow through to quite a deep reddy orange. So I'm going to put a few little leaves down here. So I'm going to use the Eraldo metallic bronze, just basically on the line there. I'm just going to do a few of these across here, between each bloom more or less, and the blooms will go over the top of these, I hope. Haven't spaced those out particularly well, have I? Not to worry. And the next colour I'm going to put onto there will be just a little bit of the Mont pouring paint gold. Just a small amount. So a little bit of that goes a long way. And then the Eraldo metallic copper. So I just want the leaves to just be very metallic, coppery and bronzy, as if they've already turned colour. And now I'm just going to blow those out with my Mr. Puffy, which is literally just a piece of hosing with a special little blowout piece here. I'm just going to very gently blow these out. But first of all, I should have put some, I'm not having a very good day today. I should have added the Amsterdam Oxide Black Cell Activator, which is mixed with Australian Floetrol, 1 part paint to 4 parts Floetrol. And that creates the lacing, of course. So I'm just having one of those brainless days today. But we're allowed to have one of those every now and then. I'll just see if this will blow out still. And if not, I'll just redo that one. So they will mostly end up covered in the blooms anyway, but I just wanted those to be there underneath. So now I'm going to put down the Eraldo Metallic Burst Orange. As a centre. And it's going to be the centre of all of my blooms. It's a really pretty colour, that. See, it's lovely and glistening-y. Okay, and then the other colours are going to go around that, like a radial bloom, I would call it. So Global Warm Yellow next. I'm just going to do a little blob around the edge of that one. And then I'm going to use the Global Orange. I'm just going to alternate those around this bloom. So each bloom will be slightly different. And bring that all the way around. And it's not going to quite work. A little bit of each. And the next one I'm going to use the Eraldo Tansy, which is a gorgeous yellow. And that will go around the next one. Might try and get it a bit more evenly than the last one. I'll do some little blobs to give a bit more balance there. Right, well, I'm now just going to fast forward this because in the end I end up going over these particular blooms a second time. So I'll not waste your time by having you watch this part of it, and I'll just fast forward, as I say, to the next step. So now I'm going to get the cell activator, and I'm going to swipe these colours down. But I think I'm going to need a little bit more colour in here, otherwise it's going to become a bit not enough colour in this. I'm just going to do a few more little blobs of colour. So now I'm going to get my swipey tool, and I'm just going to be gently swiping that down. So I'm just going to put some of the black cell activator on there. So I'll just be off camera for a sec. So I've just covered that with the black cell activator, as you can see. Oops, and I'm just going to swipe from the center there down. So from about there, down. I'm shaking. Oh, that's so pretty. And then lightly over the edge. And wipe off your tool. Always make sure the swipe tool is wiped off. And I think I'm going to end up running out of cell activator here, actually. Try not to put too much on this time. Okay, so it's just loaded up again, and start about the same spot. And just gently swiping down. I'm loving the fact that I've got that over the white, not over the gold. Wasn't sure whether I should swipe that towards the gold or the other way, but I do like the way the white's coming through there. Okay, here we go again. I'm wishing I had to put a bit of gold, actually, the Mont pouring paint gold into there to drag it down. Well, there's some there, but it really creates beautiful cells. So if I do this again, I'll make sure I've got more of that in amongst here. I don't really want to throw it in there. Oh, why not? Why not just put a little couple of blobs in there? Doesn't all have to be the same. And the last little bit of cell activator, so I've just got enough. Just, okay. And we'll do the last little bit. So just gently, just a little bit there. And lovely. So I've decided I'm going to swipe the bottom part again. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run all of these colours all the way across. So I'm just going to let the colours come out. So it's going to end up with a lot more colour at the bottom. So basically is like a drizzle swipe really what I'm doing. Which is different to what I started off doing, just wanting to duplicate the colours that were above. Instead, I just want a completely colourful bottom piece there. And I'll put a bit of the copper and definitely some gold. Because the gold really, really creates beautiful cells. All right. Okay, let's see what we get round two. A lot of you would have said, no, you should have just left it like that. But, you know, you just got to keep going until you get what you like. So I'm just going to put the black cell activator. I've just made up some more of my Oxide black. Put it onto my swipey tool, like so. And then again, just very gently from here, swiping down. And off. Good, so I've now got some lovely gold going on there, which is what I wanted. Didn't like the white so much, although there was nothing wrong with it. And again, starting from here, very gently swiping down. And keep going until you're all the way off. Oh, she says, pulling off too soon. Get a card and I'll do that straight away. Rightio, so this time keep going without stopping. Keep moving towards yourself. Right, here we go. Do not stop. Just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going straight towards yourself. Got there, yes. And then the last bit. Don't need quite as much on this one. So just trying to go over that bit a little bit again. And down we go. And keep moving until I'm all the way off. So now I'm going to hit that with the heat embossing tool just to burst any bubbles, bring up any more cells. This piece down this end's looking a bit different to the rest. It's like I might not have put down as much paint by the time I got down here. So I've got a lot more of the white, where that's got more of the colour. So it might have just been the amount of paint I laid down. So I really want that to be more like the rest. So I'll just lay a little bit of paint down again and give it another swipe. Can't remember what order I put them in, but I did use them all. A little bit of the yellow, not too much. Just a few little blobby bits. And of course my gold. Okay, so hopefully this time it will come all the way down so I won't get as much white. Third time lucky, as they say. Okay, here we go. Much better. Wonderful. That's looking much better now, much more like the rest of it. So I'll just hit it with the heat embossing tool again. Right, well, I'm really loving this much more now. I've got much more colour down here, which I wanted. My blooms maybe could have been a bit bigger. So I'm not sure if I should have another go at those as well. Just getting them to go a bit further. So why not? Oh, sorry, this is going to make a bit of a longer video, but you know, I just want to show you that you can just keep on going and until you get what you want. So I'll just try this guy first. Put that colour in. And what other colours did I have there? I had the orange. Still want it to be like a radial bloom. It looks like I used the warm yellow, just guessing. And then I'll put the, just going to put a little bit of the gold actually, the Mont gold in there. And then the cell activator. And I'm just going to be blowing that out. And I think I'll use Mr. Puffy to do that. Might get a bit further of a reach. Okay, so that's made a slightly bigger bloom. It hasn't got much lacing on it though, but it's more like the size that I wanted. So I'll go ahead and do the same here. I'll lay those at the same time. A bit more lacing would have been better. Okay, well, I think I'll leave it there, guys. As I say, I'm not loving this particular one so much, but I'm liking those ones. So I'm sure when it dries, it should look really nice. And I do love my swipe at the bottom here, with a few white cells coming through and that beautiful vermilion and the yellow and the gold. And it's going to be very shimmery with that gold background. So I think that should look great. Okay, so I will now bring you down for a close-up. Okay, so here we are coming down for the close-up. Really happy with this piece and all the lovely cells down the bottom here where I did the swipe. They've been developing actually over the time, and we can see all these different patterns that have been created here, which look lovely. And then my flowers, which are a bit different to what I thought. I was expecting a little more lacing with the Amsterdam Oxide Black Cell Activator. However, that didn't happen. But they're still very pretty. And this guy here, I actually scraped. I didn't scrape actually, I got some tissues and just tissued it off completely, laid down a bit more gold and just relayed that one. I just was not happy with the flower bloom that I had in there. And this guy here, he's turned out really lovely as well. So this will have a lovely shimmer to it with the gold base here and the gold that I've put into each of the blooms and also in the swipe. So it'll be very shimmery and lovely when it dries. And I will coat that with some resin, which I will also put some little bit of glitter into. So it'll be absolutely gorgeous when it's finished. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that one today, guys. And I'll be back here in Studio 33 in the not too distant future. So until then, stay safe. See you soon. Bye-bye.